Hello? eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
I'm back. Welcome back, guys, to Legends Esports Valorant League here. Today we have Enigma Academy facing up against PVE Esports in our first match, followed by shortly after they will play the Clapinators. So PVE's got a challenge on their hands, but so does Enigma here after their second game. We should have some close matches here, and today we are joined by a very special guest, Diatropa. I believe that is me not butchering his name completely. Anyways, guys, these guys are loading into the map right now. We're just in Agent Select here. So I will send it over to Diatropa and Red Wheelbarrow to get into this game right away.
Thank you so much, Psychonaut. My name is Diatropa, and I am joined, of course, by Wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow, nice to meet you. This is our first cast together.
It is. Nice to meet you, too. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, and I think I'm going to be doing even better by the end of today. I like being able to follow teams through their development, and Enigma Academy getting to watch both of their games today as they look to continue in their third-place success. I think is going to be very, very fun to watch, and also, I mean, being pretty trash at Valorant myself, it's always really nice to get to watch these amazing players pop off.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with being a bad player. I actually subbed in last week for some of these teams. Did not go that well. So yeah, I absolutely understand what you mean there. Noah and I have casted a couple where we've seen some pretty sick outplays towards the end of the matches. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens, especially because, as you pointed out, there are some standings implications here with PVE especially. So.
Yeah, and now, I mean, we're going to be starting off on Ascent today, and Ascent is another one of those classic maps that I think is actually. Are we? Oh no, we've moved over. Actually, we're moving on to Split, I believe. But this is not necessarily as much of a classic. I was playing on this one earlier today, and there's a lot of intricacies with the vents specifically that I'm curious to see. Sewers, as well as the ropes, allow you sort of cross-map mobility more on the defensive side than on the attacker side because of the noise that comes from sewers. But I'm excited to see how the teams play around and specifically what sort of setups we see coming out early on here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I gotta say, I'm kind of interested as well in the champ selects. We don't have any Killjoys for the first time. Over the last couple of weeks, we've seen a Killjoy picked on either team. So that is kind of out of the equation as we get started here. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, and right now, it's going to be pretty even spreads from both teams. No real attention on B. A lot of poking in around mid. They got the smokes going, and it's just going to be a game of sort of cat and mouse, trying to figure out where everybody's going, although it looks like we do have EGM backing off a little bit. They don't want to give up their position just yet. Hiding behind the smoke, are going to spot out Kyoko now and manage to take him down. And it's going to be the hard push onto B that's called out here. We'll see if the rotation from PVE can answer that as they're all moving over, but already two have fallen, and they're going to have to deny what is already a held point here for EGM.
Oh.
These early rounds with the pistol headshots can be over quite quickly, and that's really all she wrote, because right now it's going to be a matter of having to push in with two members. There is a possibility that we see it, but the Sage going down means that the 1v2, not very possible. Riley going to be taken down as the last kill here.
Yeah, Riley had two good headshots in a row there from the top of heaven, but very unfortunate there. They were just outnumbered, so.
And we're going to pop into round 2 as well now. Now we're watching quad this time around. EGM Academy looking to make another successful push. I really liked their patience moving into B last round. We'll see if they can duplicate it in this one as well.
Looks like, yeah, I mean, they're pretty split up right now. Not really any type of indication for where their push is going to be. It looks like they're trying to see what kind of information they get from the map and the smokes and then rotate.
I like this. The patience game is going to allow a lot of flexibility. As long as nobody gets picked, this actually works out because you can fake out around the map. See where PVE decide to commit the defensive resources and maybe grab a few inlets of your own so that you can play that more defense game that we saw towards the end of EGM just having to defend the actual point itself with the tables turned. It is going to be that mid push again, though, as we're popping into the mid lane, and Riley going to be caught out in rotation from quad. Now trying to rotate over himself, going to take out the Bucky on Canada Tuxedo, and now it's 2-2 with only now the Jet standing. They've just got to find this out, and it will be Kyoko taken down.
Oh, man. Yep, so I am interested to see kind of how it unfolds. Do me a favor if you don't mind, just because of how we're doing the stream today. If you would mind clicking through and showing the buys every once in a while. That way I can kind of comment on that. I'd appreciate it. But it looks like, especially with Crackers and everyone here, that they're just kind of playing it safe for now, because they really haven't had a... Oh, here we go. Smoke coming down mid.
Let's see, we got another one of these spread out. Spike was left behind, so we have Tensei needing to go back and collect that one. Let's see a little bit of peeking in mid as well. This might be indicating the mid push again. We've already seen it 2 rounds, and I think PVE, they should be expecting it this time. Might be looking to punish that early on. Is a little bit of scouting going to get done, and location actually going to be revealed. This could be a little bit of a dangerous spot if PVE can respond appropriately.
Yeah, they're all kind of pushed up together there. I don't think that's really where they want to be at the moment, but we'll see.
Right now, Jet's still rotating around the back as well, giving me a little bit of pause, but it looks like EGM going to be taking this mid. Again, they don't spot Sage hidden in the corner there. And the opportunity for a pop-up is always there, but going to be found out by Drip and taken down. And in short order, 2 more fall. Audrey and Riley additionally not going to be on the map. And it's going to be back to that one player standing, back to that Jet. Kyoko taken down once again. And it feels like PvE there is just a little bit slow on responding to EGM here. Yeah,
whether it's PvE or pretty much... some other teams that are not in that top 2 or 3 bracket in the standings, something that Noah and I have been noticing lately is even if you have the drop on someone, like we saw in that last round where he was sitting in the corner, just because you have the drop on someone does not mean that you're going to be able to secure that kill. Seems there's a lot of hesitation to go for those headshots or to commit to those kills, like they're kind of waiting to see what else is going to happen, and it ends up being their downfall. So.
Yeah, and we still saw the pistols coming out for PVE last round. This time, we don't have that same have that same play, right? It has been the full buy on both sides, so maybe going to have a little bit more options for those peaks as opposed to the ghost peak. And EGM, they're gonna have to play a little bit more carefully, you expect, but with how they've been playing the last couple of rounds, I don't even know if we see a change here.
No, I would not expect. And
yeah, that bomb buddy gonna be able to scout, but this is the first time EGM now engaging with a numbers disadvantage, and PVE, they're set up for this. Smoke is gonna come down, but it's only blocking Recklaw's sight. He gets taken down himself. The Vandal doing a lot of work now with the full buy here. And Spike's still stuck in mid, and with 2 players picked off, EGM, they're gonna have to find a miracle play here.
Well, I like that scout out there by Sova.
It's gonna spot at least 2 people there in mid, now rotating over through those sewers that we talked about. The defensive mobility is there for EGM. And now it looks like they're trying to make a push into A. This is the first time we've seen them touch this point this round. Silently walking over here with just 30 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they're able to make this push happen. It's not called by PVE just yet, but Omen's going to spot
up there, right? Yep.
Oh, takes down Valcrazed, but is responded to. There's still time to plant here. The rotation's coming over from EGM. Canada Tuxedo taken down as well, makes this all the harder. It is 2-3 right now, and only one player remains for the side of EGM. Needs to play defense here, but can't get in. Sniped down from heaven. The double peek is going to be enough to finish off Drip, and it is the first round taken from PVE.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, you get a few here and there. I will say it's just unfortunate just because I think most of the maps, I don't know if you all agree, because like I said, first time casting with you, so I want to get your mindset on this, but I've always been of the aspect that all of these maps are kind of defender-centric, so you really want to be, at least, 2 or 3 ahead before the split change happens, going into halftime. What is your mindset on that? Do you think even if they go from behind in attacking mode that they have a fighting chance, or do you think it's just too much on the defender side?
I think that with this map specifically, you can come back, because I think this one is one of the more evenly balanced in terms of attacker defender advantage, with a little bit more on defense, specifically towards A. But A hasn't been where they're playing, and when you're going towards center, it's really anybody's game, and I think that's what EGM are looking to exploit here, and potentially can still do even once they move on to defense.
Looks like everyone's kind of grouped up here towards mid.
I mean, they know that EGM want to do it. It's all they've been doing all around, and this time instead they rotate towards that A, which is not going to be called out. The peek over here, Rekla and Audrey, they're just fishing each other out. The eye is going to go down, but nice peek out from Drip is going to manage to answer that one back.
Where you are.
Oh, Server's able to scout out some people.
Yeah, as is Cypher. Importantly, they know where all of PVE is. That makes this defensive game, once they're on the point, so much easier. And Sage, the only one left alive, is going to be flanked on all sides and can't really push into this point safely. They don't know where she is just yet. In the wall, they're going to buy a little bit of space, but she's going to know it's going to be taken down here. Fishes out over the side, but is going to be taken down by Crazed, who is looking pretty massive this game, actually. I really like the way that Crazed has been playing in a defensive sitting back way, watching whether anybody comes in, tries to flank the rest of EGM. He's been taking care of everybody, takes care of the end there, putting the score at 1-4.
Yeah, I will say for EGM, they have quite a few really good players, especially when they get to the later rounds and they get the ops on their hands. It gets pretty insane. It is great though to see them up 4-1. Hopefully they can kind of continue this trend. You see with the buys there, it looks like PVE is kind of play it safe here. They don't have the economy.
No, I mean right now it's been so hard for them to get it. Even on the rounds where they full bot, most people died, and it makes it so hard to continue to play this game competitively. Although Hunter's Fury actually gonna find Rekla and Drips, making this so much more even. This could be the round where we see that economy take an uptick here. PVE, they're already off to a strong start. Making this a 3v4 is in their advantage for now.
Well, absolutely. The Owl's coming out here. You're not going to scope anyone there, but we do got to fight here mid if Kyoko can catch him off.
Yeah, the rotation from EGM is going to come towards B point, and it should be pinged out now. This is where they're looking to focus. Ray's still caught out in this mid lane, is going to be joined by the Reyna, but Audrey grabs one. Can she grab another?
Yep, the spike is down mid.
Yeah, is going to have to push her way into here, and this is really the defensive game that you want, right? You want to be defending not a general area, but an entire point or an entire section of the map. Now that they know where the spike is, they can play that reverse game.
And what is she holding right now, Audrey? Is she got anything worthwhile? Vandal? Yeah, might as well maybe try to hide that, maybe get a kill if they come towards you, but it looks like she is backing up as much as she can here.
Is going to encounter Kyoko, though, over the corner. We'll have to see who calls this, and it's going to be Quad, gets the triple kill, and although they lose the round, does manage to save, as well as get that extra cheeky kill in there.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, whether she saves the Vandal, gives it to someone else, she does have the economy. You saw there, sitting on 2,100. Now 5,300, so she definitely got some money there to spend. That is a thrifty win, though. The announcers are absolutely right with that. You had 2 people just sitting on bare pistols there.
And it's something that you don't want to push into, because it's still 2v1, and this time actually the op going to be bought as well.
Yep.
It's really, really scary.
Yeah, especially on the attacking side, Valve can just sit back and kind of see and cover everyone's approaches here. It looks like they're going to go heavy here on the B side. Let's see if they commit or rotate.
Yeah, the operator really unlocks this B long point, and I wonder if we get some nice cheeky picks out here. Is going to be a spot from Crackers, though, as he walks around the side, grabs a cheeky kill for himself. Now the rotation going to be called onto B, slowing down from Sages coming in. Op hasn't been much use yet, and now the defensive setup is there. Camera, can it spot anybody out in the meantime? It does look like we're going to have one taken down. Quad grabs a kill for himself, and the plant is down. Now it's all up to EGM Academy to play this defensive game. Reina going to be taken down as well. Quad not long for this world. Tensei taken down. And now you've got to push back into the point. You've got to push back into this point so awkwardly as well. Omen has a nice flank here.
Yep.
Ooh. Hunter's Fury actually very well used. They're going to deny the push onto the actual bomb, but Spike going to be starting to be defused now, and no answer for the push. Riley gets a quadra kill, grabbing up Drips, and it is going to be yet another win for PVE, putting themselves at that 3 and 4 mark. This is the danger that you talked about.
Yeah, and Canada Tuxedo, as you saw there with the op coming in from Sova, was able to do some really nice hop-aways, not really allow him to get that kill. He was able to get the defuse there, and to be down by 1 against this team at this point right now is just fantastic. So it's pretty much even across the board. I wonder if buys are going to come in. Yeah, we do see a couple coming in there for the attacking side, but it looks like this is going to be a save round for them for the most part.
Yeah, I wonder if you could enlighten me as to that strat, because like they do have at least some money to buy, a few things, maybe a stinger here and there. Why go pistols?
Well, because one, they've won the earlier pistol round, so they know that. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's see what happens here in this mid fight.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Jet with some crazy
snipes. That's what I'm talking about. First already securing one of those kills. So if you can pick up a weapon.
Spike planted.
Kyoko answering back, you're right, it is going to be a matter of whether they can pick up weapons, because fortunately that is going to save them from the later stages of the pistol round. Op not doing too much work right now, but is already cleaned up too. Can we find the peak here? And it looks like it's going to be the Jet relegated.
Kyoko had 2 missed blank point shots there, so very unfortunate. Well, let's see.
Just still watching this point, but now has turned her attention away.
Yeah,
Reina's looking for... Oh, he's going to be able to find it right on the back there. Gets the op if she wants it as well for her team next round. And Spike already planted means that EGM, they come out ahead right here, distracting that Jet for just long enough to be able to get onto the point.
You've got to hate that, being committed to an area and then you turn your head and you're dead. Yeah, it's got to be so upsetting. But that right there with the thrifty, that's not good. You don't want to be trying to chase down. So the whole point of a thrifty round, obviously, is you pick up some weapons that you didn't have originally. Now you can get full buys with your other your item builds and stuff like that, possibly some full armor. But you don't want to then commit to trying to chase down the guy with a freaking is that Odin? Is that what he got there?
Yeah, I think he's got himself an Odin.
Yeah, so you don't want to be chasing that man down and then ruining all your comeback potential that you had there. But really good job up 5-3. Let's kind of see where this goes here.
It looks like it's going towards B, but that's exactly where the Odin is sat right now. Raze has the op again. I wonder if we can get a few peeks on that, see how this is going to play out. This gun specifically, very, very scary, and it's one that, I want to keep my eyes on whenever it gets bought, because it is one of those guns that can warp a game around it and very much force you into a defensive position. But Tensei taking down Kyoko very, very early on is going to deny it, taking down himself now. Drips and Quad playing the aggressive game, take down Canada Tuxedo, makes this a 2v4.
Yeah, it looks like they are kind of rotating here towards the A side, or going down into the... Yep, here we go. Hold on. Audrey.
Yeah, Bomb Buddy not going to spot out Audrey just yet, though. We'll see what this defensive game looks like, but there it is. Quad finds Audrey. The Reina v Reina matchup goes in his favor. And now Brimstone going to peek onto Crackers here. Gets a little bit of BM in as well. That point blank range kill. Gonna be feeling pretty good right now, and if you're EGM Academy, feeling pretty good about this game in general. We mentioned this is the third place team. They're on a 2-win streak at the moment. PVE, they're on a 2-loss streak, and starting off like this, they are pretty close, but these losses, they're gonna be taking their toll on the mental.
Yeah, it absolutely does, especially there's only 3 rounds left before the split happens here, so we do have an op and everything. Looks like they are kind of on the defensive side, just going to stay a little bit lenient there on the buys.
Get out of my way.
I wanted to mention earlier, just based on the Odin buy that you mentioned earlier, the wall bangs that can happen in this game compared to others like Counter-Strike and stuff is why it's so great to be able to see what they can do. But here we go. We got scouts out. Val.
Ooh, yeah, there's the eye from Reyna, but not going to buy enough space. We haven't seen those be very effective this game. On the other hand, Cypher going to be able to reveal everyone's position actually is going to be quite effective, giving EGM the time to set up in this defensive position. The cam is out as well, going to be able to spot out anybody going heaven, is going to find the owner right there. They know he's in the corner, and they've just got to find the push here, but they're playing for time. You see the conservative play coming out here from EGM, maybe a peek. Frey's not going to find the op shot right there, and it's going to be another taken down. Quad taken down by Crackers, who's also looked like he's on fire this round. Now the defensive position coming in onto the spike as well. Omen's got to push into this, but through the wall, Valkyries finds it and gets the grenade kill. Crackers with a triple kill, needs to find this defuse, but doesn't feel confident doing it. Is going to back off, going to save.
Yep, best thing to do there. No reason to even try to fight that. We've seen what happens when people are trying to overcommit for killing a straggler there. So Cracker does have a good weapon, whether he keeps it or not. I want to point out, though, even though they are down, they are now able to fully go into a buy mode. So they are going to be able to commit there. And then Sova here does have the ultimate up. So if they can get a good scout, and maybe knock a couple of these people down, then take a round or two off. So we'll see.
Yeah, it would be nice if we managed to get something like that. If we managed to get, especially some nice usage of ultimates. I've really liked Cypher's use of ultimate this game. It's felt like it's been very utility heavy, but these Hunter's Fury haven't been slacking either. I really liked the defensive play there, and Valkyrie is not looking defensive at all. Gets the snipe through the smoke on Canada Tuxedo. I don't know if it's luck or skill at that point, because it feels really bad to be on the receiving end of.
Absolutely, 100%. You want to claim hacks and everything, but really, I mean, that's what's so great about this game. Kyoko finally does not miss. He's missed a couple point blanks, but he got a good hit there. Oh.
The peak is late there, but still gets the kill and even gets a double kill for himself. This dragon doing wonders here, and it is just the 4v1 now. Reyna is waiting to answer back, is going to find the kill onto Audrey. As we cut over just a little bit late, but in time to see the soul being sucked out of the other.
Round in the half.
Yep. So last round before the split here, you did mention that you do like casting these kind of games just because we're going to see two teams going in 2 rounds here. But having followed this team of Reclaw and Val, I could definitely say they have been absolutely consistent for the last couple weeks. Reclaw, even when the drop is on him, he is absolutely able to nail those headshots or those high body shots and secure those kills, just like you saw with Kyoko, who had the drop on him with a with an operator. Everyone's going mid here. This is just craziness abound.
Now here's my question: does Sage feel comfortable peeking once again? Because last time it hurt a lot and ended up costing at least one member, as he's still going to be taken down by Quad, who is pushing into a heaven. We'll see if we can walk around here, check out what else is happening across the map. These ops have been sitting back, playing pretty safe, but Audrey is looking for this nice flank here, has found a position where nobody else really is. It's going to be a pretty even game right now. Hunter's Fury going to come out. Can he find anyone? Audrey going to get a kill in the meantime as we're searching around for some action here. Right now it's going to be a lot of defensive posturing. It's just the 2v2 and you want to get this win.
Audrey, if he just looks right, can pick up Tensei. We're going to see what happens here.
Just sitting around there, and actually Tensei goes down, which is huge because the spike is up there as well. There's no opportunity for Crazed to plant and has to play this defensive game. He's going to find the Sova here, takes him down. Can we find the follow-up kill? This could be a massively clutch round. It's going to be the Crazed versus Val 1v1.
They just pinged it, so he's getting some help there. Oh!
And Crazed, he finds the shots, gets the crouch, importantly takes down Audrey, and that's a big round for the side of EGM. They get themselves another point win before going into the second half.
Oh, God, that was insane. Especially because
there's no reason that should have happened.
No, especially just because it was all telegraphed. They even pinged it, saying that's where Crazed is coming from, and then she even telegraphed it even more by throwing that grenade in. So all she had to do was duck down and just wait for that headshot. It looks like just a kind of a poor cursor placement, if anything. So just very unfortunate, but obviously, give it up to Crazed there. Really good job.
Yeah, he has been clutch this round, but in a more subtle way. I don't feel like this has been the crazy pop-off. Quad has obviously been doing quite well if we look at the scoreboard here. But Crazed has been very consistent for his team. I'm really liking what we're seeing out of this player. And this time it looks like PVE, they want to turn this around on EGM. They're going for the mid push themselves here. Let's see if we can get a little angle on it. As we're going to pop over to Audrey's point of view, see if we can find PVE getting the success that EGM had last game with these initial rounds.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. They're all making a hard push here towards the B side.
Quad going to find and shut down Audrey here. Is going to still be the defensive position as they rotate into B on the side of PVE. Going to be spotted out, though, and the call is to rotate over. So EGM, they're more than prepared for this push. We'll see if they can find anybody. Riley going to take down Dripsaw in the meantime as we're looking around for the action. Stages on the point and is already planting. Cypher's on the backside, though. They don't know that he's here. Could find a potential kill here as it's actually going to be Crazed taking down Canada Tuxedo with the defuse as well. EGM, they respond quickly. They find the win onto PVE.
Yeah, I'm going to say, it's just very unfortunate just because they're already too far ahead. You have to be able to get, I would say, at this point, you need 3 or 4 in a row before you even give up one, and I don't really see that happening just with how popped off these players have been, especially as you mentioned Quad earlier. Let me see their buys real quick. Have they even committed to anything past the... Nope, okay, perfect. So they are going to stay a little bit traditional there. Let's see. It looks like they're all going over towards that A side here to see what kind of things they can scope. So the Sova Arrow is not going to be able to see anything.
No, this is a hard A push if I've ever seen one. And already double chunk coming out with the bomb buddy is going to cost them big time. They don't have the heals to support healing 2 members at this point. And Riley on the backside going to take down Drip, who's rotating over. Crazed, importantly, going to live through that peak. Going to be able to provide some firepower here as we see the peek in from Sage. Going to be take down Valcrazed. Kyoko does his team a favor, takes down this player, and now gets them the push into A here. Is going to be able to plant the bomb initially, and we'll see if we get EGM Academy continuing to clean this one up.
Yep, at this point, yeah, it is 2v2. You do have a good chance of going back. Oh, Tensei with the headshot.
Make that 2v1. That ghost looked insane here, and the wall from Sage a little bit awkward. Not going to buy the space that you were looking for there. Is going to give up the kill as well as the defuse.
That is heartbreaking, right? You do everything right. You get in there and drop the bombs, and all of a sudden you'll start dropping like flies. But Tensei, you gotta give it to him. 2 really good from far distance headshots there from heaven, so great job.
Yeah, we've been calling out Quad, but Tensei, he really picks it up there with this ghost. Looks really good, and now he grabs himself an Odin, I believe. No, I think that more of an Ares.
Yeah, Tensei, though, especially if you look at what he's doing over here towards the B side, he loves to put up really good utility focus here with this Cypher. He loves to be able to put up the camera, kind of see what people are coming from. It looks like we did have a never mind. So here we go.
Yeah, look like we're still getting everybody in game. Thankfully, is a little bit of a scare there, but it is just going to be the scout, the owl drone from Sova. They're committing to another hard A push here for PVE. This must be a strat that they've worked on significantly because they've really devolved back to it during the course of this game. Quad, though, he picks up another kill on Kyoko, denies heaven from PVE, and that's really big as they push in.
Big plant there by Canada. Looks like going to try to get some kills here.
Should be able to find one. There we go. Finally, Valcrazed does get taken down in this peak war that he absolutely should have lost, and the actual plant has to come in for PVE, but it means that so much time has been bought.
Very true, but unfortunately, when you kill that kind of person without putting down the bomb, people know where you are. You're going to be surrounded like this. It's just very unfortunate there. Looks like they're 1 away here from securing this victory.
Yeah, and that was really, really nice play from EGM. It's been very consistent, and it's off the back of these picks, off the back of PVE not necessarily being able to play quite together, being able to play conservatively enough. They peek their heads out, they get taken down, and EGM looking very, very clean, very, very practiced in this game.
Yep, and as you guys heard from the in-game announcer, this is match point. This is pretty much for all the marbles here. I would expect PVE to be able to do a full buy, try to commit here. I don't really know what they can do, just when you see that they're faced, they already have with Val sitting there with the operator. And he's been so deadly on that, and quad 31 kills, Jesus. Gonna be hard to get past this, so.
It is, and it's going to be that mid push to try and do this. This is the recipe for success as professed by EGM Academy this time around. Owl Drone going to be taken down by a very nice shock dart as well, as the chunk damage takes down the drone, and that's going to be really high value off just one of those abilities. Ooh, with the peak there, he's going to take down Crackers as well, who's already chunked low. Canada Tuxedo going to answer back onto Recklaw here. And even the Sage ult going to be invested here. This is all or nothing. Kyoko takes down Quad, the most important player that we've seen so far. And we'll see if we can still have EGM managing to pull this one back. Because right now, it is really in their favor at this point. Crazed going to be able to take down Riley as well.
Yep, Tensei with another pickup. Oh, it all comes down to this Sova.
And it looks like this is going to be PVE actually being able to live here. Tensei, he takes down Crackers, but unfortunately, EGM, they do give up the defeat there. It is, PVE, they give up the defeat there. EGM look very, very clean on the day. I liked very much how they were able to move as a team. The calls were very quick, and, I mean, Quad looked ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, just straight across the board, you're looking at this scoreboard here. Quad just went absolutely insane. I do gotta give it though, even though Crazed is not up there, he had some really good kills. So did Recklaw. For the other team, there were some good attempts there, but unfortunately they weren't able to get consistent rounds going on. So they were always playing from behind, even on the economy side. So very unfortunate for them. But we'll see what happens here in this second game, as I believe that we're going to be following EGM, I believe. So we'll kind of see what happens there. But all right, good job, guys.
Yeah, we'll be following EGM all the way over to their next match, which I believe is going to be on CLP, and we'll see if they can continue with this game against a higher seed. I'm going to toss this back over to you, Psychonautic, and take it away.
Thank you so much, Diatropa and Wheelbarrow. Phenomenal cast. You guys did awesome, but EGM looking so good today. Quad dropping a 30 bomb today. Really popping off that game. I don't know how many 30 bombs we've seen in the league, let alone on stream. So big shout out to Quad there. He absolutely smurfed that game. 13-3, I always preach whenever I get the chance that Split is just disgustingly defender-sided, but EGM kind of proving Diatropa's point there, where if you have a good game plan, you have the proper execution, you can actually manage to take these sites through just using the mid control properly, getting onto a site, and then playing the defending against the retake properly. So EGM doing a phenomenal job that game, kind of destroying PVE's playoff hopes. I'm not sure if they're quite eliminated now, but it's not looking too good for them after that. But EGM, I'm excited to see how they stack up against a higher seed. I believe Clapinator is either first or second place. So that will be a very exciting match to see, guys. We are going to take a short little break. That short little break might be a little bit longer than usual, as I'm guessing the Clapinator's games wasn't quite so fast. So we may have to wait for them to be out of game, so that might add a little bit of the delay to the second game. Anyways, guys, I will see you right back after this break.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
I fucked up, woke up in your bed again. Showed up like it's love, but it's never been enough. Playing house like you're grown up. Let go, picked it up, but I shouldn't have. Blue eyes had me blind when I met you downtown. Then you had me on the bathroom ground. You got me whiskey, you said you miss me. Oh, so much whiskey, I'll let you kiss me. But you promised everything would be alright. 'Cause it's worth the trouble for just one more night now. My head's turning and I feel so low. My stomach's turning when we get too close. Don't know what to play, the hangover or the heartache. No, I'm leaving, baby, say goodbye. since I was good, never answer you. You're what I need when I'm weak, but I'm trying to be strong. But baby, it's just been so long. You got me whiskey, you said you miss me. Oh, so much whiskey, I'll let you kiss me. But you promised everything would be alright. Cause it's worth the trouble for just one more night now. My head's turning and I feel so low. My stomach's turning when we get too close. Don't know what to play, but ain't no more. No, I'm leaving, baby, say goodbye. But we got a minute, maybe one more time. Double the mistakes, but ain't no more in my heart.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
And welcome back to the Analyst Desk, ladies and gentlemen, your player of the game. I know it's been a while. I know I didn't forget, but it's no other than Quad on the Reyna, dropping a 30 bomb that game. 32-7-1, definitely popping off. You want those kills on the Reyna so she can make full use of her kit, those abilities, the overheal, the untargetability. So well played to Enigma and Quad, especially that game. They did extraordinarily well. But the wait is finally over. Clapinators are ready, and we are currently loading onto Split once again here. So they will be facing off very shortly. So without any other delay, I will finally send it back to our casters to get into the game.
Thank you so much, Psychonautic. It is myself, Diatripa, joined once again by Wheelbarrow on the desk here, and we're getting into another map of Split. It's a game of recurring maps here. It's going to give us a lot of comfort as we load in to see how EGM Academy perhaps played this one differently against Clapinators.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially just because Clapinators, they just ended their first game, which went pretty long there, so we'll kind of see how that plays into this game here as we are loading up into Split, so we'll be able to see what kind of agents that they all each picked. Split, I think, PVE in that last round was kind of missing a little bit on a couple different things there, so we'll see what we have. I like the Killjoy on both sides. We do have an Omen as well. One Viper here on the side of the attackers, so yeah, not bad overall.
Yeah, I like these comps. I like the Phoenix as well. Seeing Phoenix in a composition always gives a little bit of explosiveness to it. And I think we're going to get another sort of fishing out where people are for the start here is going to be pretty standard, just trying to sort out where the opposition likes to hang out in EGM Academy. They've already warmed up on this map, so I'm expecting them to have a little bit of an easier time towards the beginning here, just with the pushes. I'm not sure what the first game was played on for Clapinators.
Me neither. I'm not entirely sure whether they won or lost that one either, unfortunately. Just because we got right into this one here. But I agree with what you just said. It's going to be interesting to see if the familiarity of having already played this one, and let's be frank, they destroyed PVE. So we'll see how that goes if they go against the second place team.
Mine Zero here. He's on the verge of spotting out all 5 members here who are stacked up in the mid lane for PVE. For EGM. My what's it called? My League of Legends is carrying over. There's no mid lane, but it is the middle of the map here.
That's good. That's good. Mine Zero does have the turrets out to be able to spot anyone. One thing I really do like about this game versus other tactical shooters is the ability on the map to see the enemy as well as the good headshot.
Up the ropes there, finds the headshot immediately, and now we're going to get what is an instant push from Clapinators from PVE here. EGM, good lord, into point A. Surprisingly, they went point B really hard last time, but a very swift into mid push straight onto the point gets them quite ahead, and it's not just 2 people here on Clapinators who are going to have to find their way in. Mine Zero, he's finding those shots, though, with the classic onto Quad across the map. Just 1 remaining, and it is that classic master here, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to 1v4 his way into this. Gets the 1, though, makes it a 1v3. A little bit more possible. Is going to put the turret out as well to tank up a few shots for him, but the onus is on him to walk into this point, and that's feeling really dangerous right now. Might be able to find the shots onto Cypher, though. He's going to find him. Doesn't know that there is a bomb right here and might be able to find him, but Drips will take down Mine Zero, plays the mind games around this objective, and even if he had won, the fact that the grenade was there would have made his life so much harder.
Yeah, absolutely. But one thing I really do like, I do see sometimes on a couple streams where in the first 1 or 2 rounds they end up trying to just back off and not commit a kill. But overall, if you're up against 3 or 4 people, you want to go ahead and just try to knock off as many as you can to get some more gold into your inventory. So really glad to see he got an additional kill there. Let's see. Oh, we do got some buys coming in across the attacking side here. Got a couple snipers, not snipers, sorry, a couple ghosts. I was going to say silencers, and then I mixed up my wording.
They're looking to snowball the win with those, though, eh?
Absolutely. Tallyho did put up his wall there on the mid side.
We're getting over to Crazed point of view as well. The guy who's going to be able to protect his team's back as they're pushing forward onto B this time. The push is coming in quite quickly. The Molly going to be doing a lot of damage across 3 members, though. And Clappinator, he pops off and claps up. Jumping out across the map there, is going to be able to clean up 2 kills for himself before he goes down, making it now a numbers disadvantage in the favor of Clappinators as opposed to what we saw last time. And this time, -0, he's still alive. This guy was massive last round.
He was. The spike is picked up after it was dropped, so I don't know if they still think. No, there's no way they think it's still up there. They are rotating over. Let's see what Quad can do here. They're going, oh, it dropped.
Yeah, gets the snipe there, and actually, now we'll have to see if the attacking side can make this happen. Clappinators, they're feeling really good right now, have plenty of health to deal with, and it looks like Omen, he's looking for the plant point here.
No health on him at all. You could blow on him and he's dead, so we'll see what happens here. Hope he goes to the other side of ASIC, so he's not able to be picked up.
It's called out though. Reclaw, he is not long for the world and going to be taken down by -0, who's also on who was also on a sliver of health earlier. Got the heal from Sage and was able to walk his way over. It's really the point there that's going to be important for the Omen. It's more about the ult, I think, at that point than any chance of actually winning the game.
Oh, absolutely. So I mean, we do have a 1-all game here going into round 3. Very even across the board, just what I've seen as far as how they rotate, how they interact with the objective here. So yeah, this is a much more higher tiered skill play compared to what EGM put up with in that first one. But we do have Aztec. Oh man, okay. So I know we were talking about the other team in round 1 with what they were able to do with their ops and their consistency, but Aztec is deadly on this op. So we'll see what he's able to do this round.
Ooh, that looked like it was like it was absolutely going to connect. Looking exactly as you say, deadly on the operator, but they still give space in this mid lane. Reyna, you can see her moving over across the back of the map. Aztecs wants to find the angle here, and it's just going to be Sage stalling out in this mid lane. EGM, they've crowded themselves into a position here, and they've got to find a way out.
Yeah, Killjoy is 1 hit away. They pretty much grazed him to death. -0 is about to throw out a... Let's see if it goes off. Should be able to get some folks.
Unfortunately, it's not even going to be really chunks coming across the map.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, everybody's looking very healthy right here, but it's a game of time, and it's a game of time that eventually Clappinators would win, depending on how EGM continue this. Tensei, though, he gets the kill onto Tallyho, and it looks like it's going to be another push into B. The resources aren't quite there. They were expecting the rotation into A, and it's just going to be Clappinator. He's waiting in this B long hallway, wants to be able to push in right now. Spike being planted, and we'll see if he can find anybody. Manages to get the planter and finds another kill onto Valcraze as well. Ours makes that operator worth it, gets the kill. Dandy's soon going to be traded back from Reclaw, and now it's still the defensive game here. EGM, they actually had the plant already. Clappinators, they move their way onto the point. There's no way for the Omen to get back onto site, and that means Clappinators, they walk away with the win that time.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised. I have not really seen... I'm drawing a blank on his name there, so I apologize, but I have not really seen this one gentleman playing the Omen here. Who was it? Reclaw.
Reclaw, yeah.
So that is kind of surprising to me. He usually goes with those really big burly men who shoot out the rocket launchers and stuff like that. But so this is a little bit of a different one here. Looks like we're going to get pretty much spread out all around here on the defensive side as they're going in towards B.
Yeah, strong 5-man here. It hasn't been working out for EGM to go towards the mid. Instead, I think they want to hard commit into a side here, see what they can fish out, but they don't spot that turret just yet.
They do not. I do like Drips all. Drips with his... Oh, here we go.
Yeah, push is started there. Now they're going to find the turret, but I don't know if they'll be able to deal with it in time. They are going to take it down. Killjoy waiting around the corner as Clappinator, he's looking to clap. He doesn't manage to find anything, though, with the ultimate. Now it's being herded into a corner, going to be taken down by Reclaw and Tensei together. And the defensive position going to come out from EGM here. They found themselves a nice, solid push. I don't know if Clappinators can break this.
Really good camera there by Drips, looking over onto Heaven to see if he can see anyone there, but he's not going to spot them. They're all kind of there on the bottom side, as Quad is able to pick up Tallyho.
This is the Quad, the guy who was looking absolutely insane last game, and now the fact that he's been able to find a kill still at full health with a numbers advantage on his team. I expect this to be tying up the game here for EGM. Spike is taken down, and they got to be able to save here. They don't want to lose their econ just yet, and it's going to be the rotation out of there as the Spike is sure to blow and end the round.
Yeah, no, really good job. This is even across the board. I did see, for anyone watching the stream during the break, Garth actually said that he felt this was going to go into extra rounds, but he did give it to EGM, I do want to point out. So we'll kind of see if he's right there on that prediction. Right now, though, pretty much even across the board, I can't really have any complaints as far as placements or anything yet. We'll see how it gets into the later rounds and those save rounds there and like what they commit to buy. But as of right now, really good. I like this skin on Reclaw, by the way. That's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty. It seems Viper-esque to me.
Right,
with
yeah.
the green on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like you'd get that instead of the shotgun, or maybe at higher levels. But it is going to be just some nice gun skins. Happy to see it, especially during the beginning here. But what looked like it was going to be a strong push onto B turns into another mid push, and we'll see if EGM, if they can make this work. It's been harder against Clapnators than it was against PVE, and a nice defensive killjoy here is buying so much time.
Yeah, they are all just...
Turret taken down, Alarmbot taken down, but Val Crazed taken down. Mine Zero, there's so much time occupied with his devices, he's able to find free damage for the moment. Aztec's taken down, Mine Zero soon to follow though as a strong
Clapinator's coming around.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to collapse in time because Clapinator, yeah, he manages to grab himself a kill there. Loses sight of Omen though, importantly, gets the blind out as well. He's looking to continue the collapse here. Ooh, he could have blind fired that and found the kill, but he doesn't know that. We have that omniscient third vision, and now the spike is planted. It's really the pressure on this Phoenix, and he's not going to be able to pick it up. Reclaw gets himself the third kill of the game, and Attackers, they win the round. They get the plant as well as the ace.
Yeah, they seem to be rotating here as far as taking rounds, so I think instead of doing a commit to that mid and kind of seeing where it falls, I would like to see them make a new commitment. Maybe just go all in hard rush on A or B, give them something different. But we'll see what happens here. Looks like... Yeah, Aztec still with the op there, so...
I like him having the op. I like the idea of somebody being able to pop off really quickly, finding themselves a kill, get a numbers advantage very, very fast, even though it feels like EGM have done a really good job of denying what is a very good defensive setup. They've been pushing into mid consistently, and that makes it very hard to deny an area because out of mid you can rotate anywhere. Yeah,
you can. I mean, oh, I thought Tallyho was going to get hit a little bit there, but nope. He does have...
He's going to be spotted here, though.
See, that's what I mean. The fact that he had the drop, right? Because I don't know what's happening there as far as not paying attention or just not anticipating. But, yeah, when you have that line of vision, like, you have that drop and the ability to make that first kill. No players are picked up here in the Killjoy Ultimate here. They're going to rotate over towards mid to see what they can pick up.
Yeah, the fact that Mine Zero invests the ultimate there, yes, it does push EGM off of the mid lane, but it pushes them right into point A here. And now, Reyna committing the ultimate as well, going to have that increased fire rate, going to be able to find Dandy, putting them at even a greater numbers disadvantage here. Gets sniped, though, by by Aztecs, and that is exactly why you pick up the Operator, to be able to turn that around very quickly, but it still doesn't look like it's going to be quite enough here because of the nice defensive setup from EGM.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty much a waiting game here for them. Nothing much they can really do. If you do see EGM start to rotate around, maybe get away from the bomb site or something, that it might be worthwhile to pick off the kill. But, Mine Zero.
Yeah, he tries to push in there, plants his devices, but enough is spotted out as Aztecs. He denies yet another econ buy from the side of Reckless there. Isn't going to have his guns to carry over to next round, and the op is looking really good. They just need to find a way to enable this, because the way that EGM have been pushing is keeping Clapinators from being able to set up really nicely.
Exactly, and Aztec does have his ultimate up as well. Trying to see if anyone else. So yeah, we do have Cypher and Killjoy on the attacking side here that do have theirs. So we're going to see what they're able to bring to the table. Sage does have the ability to lift someone up if they get a little bit far behind on rounds. I would maybe save it for another round or two, but they are able to revive someone.
Bit of a surprise here as well. Bombity going to be dropped at point A, and it's the immediate call because nobody on the side of Clapinators expected this push.
Horrible throw.
Whiff, unfortunately, but it doesn't end up costing them any damage. What it does cost them is Tensei's life. He does not have the coverage as he pushes in there, and now the grenade to zone out the rest of EGM. Spike is planted in the meantime. Quad, he gets himself a kill. Reklaw as well. Aztecs, though, he's started on these snipes. We got to be careful of this man. He's playing around with Reyna in the top side. Valkyrie gonna be able to take him down, and now the op is off the board. Sage, the only member left alive. Tally Ho gonna be taken out by Crazed, who was also peeking in heaven.
Wow. This is awesome. You do have EGM pretty much taking control of this here, especially on an attack inside map. I know you did mention earlier, and Noah brought it up on the cast as well, just with the fact that if you are going to play through mid there, you do have the ability to make it an even scale as far as what the map distribution is going to look like. But as you saw there, they hard committed there and went right directly to the heaven top part of A, and we're still able to make that commitment and get those kills. So good job.
Yeah, it's so uncharacteristic of EGM to go hard for that. They love this mid push that they've once again repeated and really throwing Clapinators off of their defensive game, trying to be as unpredictable as they can. Bomb Buddy out is going to potentially spot Phoenix right here. Val Crazed sees him on top of the wall, but is going to be able to escape with his life, and both backing off right now, buying a little bit of space for Clapinators to be able to get this defensive setup. As we know, EGM, they love to push hard into a point right now. It looks like it's going to be A, as they're
Yep, and it's a good play. Yep, they know that they saw two people sitting there.
Scouting out with the op in the back right now, but the push is forward. They get themselves a pick, and they rotate all the way back. Clapinator, though, he's waiting for them around this corner. Will he find a kill here? He's going to open fire, but he's taken down by Reklaw. Ooh, ultimate invested from Ray's, not going to find anything ultimately, and now Clapinators, they've got the push onto point B. Spike is being planted. The rotation isn't quite fast enough to stop it, and right now, the defensive game, it is in the favor of EGM.
Man, Drip is on point. He dropped down with his smoke, put down the bomb, and then immediately threw out his camera to see if anyone's rotating from that opposite side.
Yeah, this Cypher is looking really, really clean right now, just in the actual mechanics of the player. Reklaw, though, going to be dropped on top of, going to be taken down. Health bar super low for Quad, means that he can't stick around to defend that, and it's just a game of buying time. Dripsaw going to be able to find the quadra kill and almost do it. There's the kill, though, the headshot from Tallyho, going to secure Driplo, who is on such low health, and Tallyho, he gets this crazy party defuse in the end, managed to get another win for the defensive side, and I want to bring it back to the fact that it's now 3-5.
Yep, 3-5, getting one at a time here. It was looking like EGM was going to be able to pretty much secure a lot of those in a row. But we do have a pretty close game here, and I got to give that last round to Drips, even though he was on the losing side. The complete, absolute commitment to dropping that bomb, getting those 2 kills towards the end, as well as almost clutching it with that third. Just really good overall, so I think he's the player to watch for the rest of this year.
Absolutely. We'll see if we can get the camera on him a little bit more. And right now, it looks like we're going to have a big fiesta over here. Quad taking down Aztecs right out the gate. Bomb Buddy going to clear out Heaven for a little while, buy a little space for Crazed, who wants to be able to take down this. Omen was peeking with a skill shot in his pocket. Crazed even manages to take down Tally Ho as he goes down. And that leaves just one player remaining. Drips, the man who we said to watch here on the point, takes down 0 from Heaven and is going to be able to secure the round for the attackers.
Yep, just fantastic placement there with his shots. His cursor, if you ever watch his cursor there, he's always sitting it right perfectly in the middle, as far as where the head placement would be. So really good job on that end. We do have an economy round coming in here for the Clapinators. A couple shotties coming in, it looks like, for the Clapinator. I guess he's the the head clapinator of these clapinators. But it does look like, an economy buy here. We'll see if it's worthwhile for them.
Yeah, I mean, the Clapinator has looked very, very clean right now. I do feel like, he's had some pop-off moments. Not as many as Drip this round, but hey, it's been attacker favored, let's call it. As a little bit of damage going to be dealt there by the Killjoy, buying a little bit more time on this push. Is going to be traded evenly, though. Is going to be traded back onto this Raze right now. It's just watching to see if they can catch out the other 4 members, because right now it's a 3 versus 4 in the favor of EGM.
Yeah, there's no reason for EGM to lose this one at all. I'd be very surprised if they give up any momentum. Oh, okay. Well, now it's even 3-3. I pretty much spoke way too soon there.
And importantly, now they've been able to pick up the guns on both sides, so we'll have a nice ability to push as opposed to those pistols. Quad, though, finds himself another kill and Drips. These 2 boys, they have been cracking open this game, even in situations where it looks unlikely. Quad and Drips, they are the heroes of today so far.
Yeah, and just like we saw, what is the distribution, 12-9? See, I like that a little bit better. We did see Quad, and this is normal for this team here of EGM. Quad usually is the hyper carry. He's usually getting 25+ kills, while the rest are kind of even distribution. But I really do like here how Recklaw and Drips are also kind of really contributing here to the kills here and not just being utility focused.
Yeah, and especially Drips, who already has that utility in his kit. He's not an attack-focused character, but the fact that he has been able to involve himself so heavily is, I think, speaking very well to the comfortability in the game, in the macro game here. Exactly. Right now he's going to be able to find out where all of Clapinators are located. Going to spot them all out in that corner, and it looks like they can just wait here for the push into Mine Zero, going to be taken down, and now just 2 left available. They know where everybody is because of the Cypher ultimate. Going to be pushing into Omen here. We'll see if he can get himself a kill as the push up. Not going to find him just yet. He's going to spot them from the back, though. Take down 2 before he's taking down himself. Drips finds himself that kill. Now it's the 1v1. We've seen Drips pull this one out before. We'll see if the Clapinator, who is, I'll say, the carry of the Clapinators, can find the kill this time. Pulls out the knife, but now realizes that he's going to need a gun. Now the spike is planted. Knows exactly that Drips is on point. Use the ultimate himself. Is going to have a little bit of time. Cam going to spot him out. He's going to be able to maybe find the kill through the wall here. He's going to take down Drips, but will his ultimate take him back before he can defuse? He's still got the time.
Oh yeah, he's got plenty of time. Really good job by the Clapinator there. Gets them back within 3 rounds here. So that is really a clutch game there or a clutch round. So really good ultimate there. Good thing on the timing too, because he did get forced back as he was trying to defuse. But last round before the half, I wonder what kind of the economy is going to look like here. Everyone's going in with the full buys. We do have armor across the board, phantoms, vandals, and the like. No snipes though. Yeah.
We even got a judge in this game.
We do.
Yeah.
And we do have ultimates all across the board here for the Clapinators as well.
I'm going to try and swap us over to Crazed here as we see another strong A push. I feel like EGM, they've done a really good job of adapting to the fact the Clapinators were ready to answer them in mid. Now are starting to just push in different places every round, have recognized that they need to give a little bit more respect to their opponents, and now Crazed, he's zoning off the rest of Heaven. They can't make the push onto the point, and that means the spike gets planted ultimately. Quad, he's ulting, he's looking for the ability to carry this game, but he doesn't want to push just yet. Killjoy ultimate is going to be thrown down though, and that means they've got to make the push into this room. Tensei going to be taken down, Crazed going to be taken down, Quad also going to be taken down, means Drips off. He's the only one left alive here, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to find anything, especially as Tally Ho ultimates brings this back, and it's everybody alive as Clapinators, they take the last game of the side.
Yeah, very worthwhile. Now they're on the attacking side. It's going to be interesting to see if they can have as much success as EGM has, because, I mean, unfortunately, you know, Drips and company have been just wiping the floor on the attacking side. Really good clutch rounds, but I do think now, unlike in that first game when we had the EGM switch there at the half, I do think it is a lot more comfortable here for Clappernator to be able to get a few, as well as maybe give up 1 or 2 for every 3 that they win. So.
Yeah, right now, being within that 3-game area that you mentioned, the fact that they have found themselves at 5-7 with what we expect to be a strong attacking push is going to be really valuable. And it looks like they're committing very heavily to this A side as well, not messing around with this mid stuff. They are just going straight for it. Ray's going to be spotted out here. Bomb Buddy going to be taken down, and that's one less friend on the map. Turret is going to be spotted right as that Omen smoke goes down, but Tensei being down already means he's not going to be able to provide that same utility.
Block.
Beautiful wall there, going to keep everybody out. We'll see if, granted, that turret actually blocking the bomb there. The Nano Swarm grenade not going to be able to do as much work, and Quad blinded, taken down as well. Clapinator, he's doing work onto Val Craze, and there's only one left remaining. It is Drip, who we know is talented, but can he pull out the 1v5? I think it's unlikely, and Clapinator going to take him down to the 1v1.
Yeah, wow, down by 1 now. So looks like Gurf's decision was right here to go with the overtime rules. I don't know. I don't know really what can be done. It looks like they're just evenly matched for the most part. I did like the all commit into that A push. I truly am, this is just maybe lack of experience and stuff. I don't like just playing through mid, because in my opinion, if you do a straight commit, the people that you need to either attack through are either there or not, right? So you're going to have to force a rotate. So that's why I really do like not giving any time to that. And it looks like they're going to do a hard push here into B. Let's see what happens here.
You mentioned they're either there or not. Right now, it's looking like not as easy, and they're scrambling across the map. They've got to get to this point because the plant is basically free right now, suffering no loss.
Wow!
Takedown 2, takedown 3, as the peaks around the corner do not pay off at all. Going to be answered right back by Quad onto Clapinator, but Aztecs, he's got those kills under his belt, got the numbers advantage for his team, and still has basically full health right here. This push is going to be insanely hard for EGM, should they choose to take up the challenge. Quad going to find the kill onto Dandy Suit here, and we're going to see if we can keep an eye on these players. We're going to have our eyes on Quad here, pushing down the stairs, as he's going to need to find an angle in, but he doesn't know he's going to encounter Aztecs around here. He's going to find himself the 4th other round. Can't he find the ace? Raze is waiting up here for him, but I don't think he wants to give it over. He's going to take the run here on the 17 HP, try and save, but what on earth is he really saving? It's really just
I don't like that at all. Yeah, he doesn't have anything there. You might as well try to get some kills, get some more economy there. For anyone watching, kind of wondering what in the hell happened, I mean, overall, you did see the Clapinators hard commit to that A push in that first round after that half. And then you see here on that B hard push, there's no one there to defend because they're all just kind of zoned in on what happened in that previous round. So I think if they keep that up, even if you end up running against 1 or 2 defenders on that side, you're forcing a hard rotate, and you just have the advantage there after you get a couple kills, and you can drop that spike and then set up your defenses. So really good job by the Clapinators.
Yeah, and sewers is not something we see too often either. It is ultimately going to result in that push into mid. There are 2 waiting here as well. Omen going to be spotted out. They're going to be taken down. Mind Zero, he finds him over the top of the smoke bubble there. And now Reyna pushing in as well is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Quad looks for the kill, so gets the double. I thought he was in trouble, but I didn't realize that everybody else was going to be taking down that Vandal. Finds 2 kills and evens up the score, even puts it a little bit in their favor as Craze finds another. And now Quad picking up Tally Ho means that now it's just Mind Zero standing. Still finds the response onto Quad, but is sandwiched here, has no real way out as he's getting pushed into by both sides. Is going to be taken down.
Really good job. Yeah, really good job. Ultimately, they realized they had that mid push, so they were able to come in and commit hard, coming in through the sewers behind them. So what's really great about that is they didn't wait around to kind of wait for the Clapinators to make any type of move. They just went immediately in and grabbed that double kill. So it's just really great overall. Good job. Let's see here. Dripsaw is going to be hanging out. He's got his traps and his camera sitting over there on the B side. And looks like they're all split up now here as far as the attacking and what they plan on doing. Nope, they're all hard rotating now, going towards that hard A side.
I really like the way that Clapinators have been playing this. They've had really nice rotations, and it's just in terms of that commitment that you talked about, right? It's not necessarily going into that going into that mid every time. They've been hard committing to either side here, and it's been getting them kills, been getting them close in these games, and right now just 7 to 8 as we go into a little bit of a lull.
Yeah, a little bit of a lull, but they did get a kill, so they do have a man up on their side. It looks like Reclaw here is going to rotate around and kind of see what he can pick up, but he's not going to run into anyone as everyone's kind of in that mid state trying to figure out where to go. Let's kind of see what happens here. The spike.
No
Where
vision
is
on
that
anyone,
at?
but I gotta get up here. There we are. This is what I'm looking at. Crazed and Aztecs, they don't know that the other one is here, but should be spotted out soon enough. Aztecs, he takes the bet that nobody's there.
Wow.
Running to Crazed, but Crazed gets the double kill, and Aztecs is taken down by Tensei, who's waiting for him in bottom. Now it's going to be 3-2 for right now. Onus is on Clapnators to recover that spike there. Clapnator going to find at least one right now, and I don't think they know that Omen is behind. There it is.
Yep, they do not at all. You're absolutely right.
Ooh, this turret, though, doing a lot of work, actually makes this game pretty hard. It's almost a 1.5. 1.5 players remaining, just because you also have to dedicate the attention to that turret, which cost Phoenix his own life here. But Dandy, he's going to find Tensei through the wall there. A nice call from him, going to be able to pick that one up despite the turret.
Yep, and we are tied 8-all across the board. They were able to save, as you see, Dandy there. He does pick up his Phantom, so he does have a little bit of a good weapon there. I wonder if he is going to put any buys into that queue to put out that. Oh man, we do have Aztecs here. We're already with 15 kills committed into that op buy. It looks like an economy round here for the defending side, which, looking at their economy, oh wow, we do have the Baby Odin is what I call it, whatever you call that thing.
The Ares?
Yeah, there you go, there you go. They are kind of split across here. Let's see what Dandy's able to pick up. If he looks over to the left, he should be able to pick up a couple folks.
But right now, look at this Clapnator also pushing in there, just trying to see how far in they can get without encountering anyone. And the patience game here in the mid lane, I want to swap over to Clapnator very quickly, because this is a patience game. This is a bet from Clapnators. They're going to be able to eke out an advantage just over time. Takes quad out. The patience game pays off. And now a numbers advantage solidly for Clapnators here with 2 down on EGM. Looks like they're making the rotation all the way over to A. Sage and Reyna both through sewers here. Dandy suit, he's staying to cover the rotation.
Yeah, I'm surprised Dandy's standing all the way up there. Very wide open for a kill. But it does look like the attackers are all making a run here to A. They're going to run into Killjoy, it looks like.
Yeah, ooh, gets taken down instantly as well. Valcrazed from across the point there is going to be able to find the kill. Going to be returned by Mind Zero, who is then returned himself. Clapinator returns another one, and the serves back and forth are benefiting Clapinators slowly but surely as they win the round just with the kills.
Yeah, that was crazy. I really do like the fact that this is such a close game. You can ask Noah. Usually, these are very few and far between, so it is great to get one of these nice little hair-raising games, especially one with folks at the top of the leaderboard here as far as standings go. To be up by 9, they've had to come back, right? Not once have they really led this at all, so it is great to see them on top. We'll see if they can carry this here. Only a few more rounds to go before we hit either overtime or secure a win, so...
And I wonder what kind of attack strat we get to continue this, because right now we've got a little bit of spread out here, maybe trying to bait over some attention into B, but EGM, they're not taking the bait just yet, even though they know that there are some members committed over. Omen and Raze, they're sticking by this, and Spike's over here with the Phoenix and Sage.
Yeah, Clapinator did get hit, but Sage is going to be able to heal that back up. Killjoy does have her turret up there on the mid side to be able to see if anyone here pokes their heads out, but so far, kind of slow here. I do like how Valkyraze is looking. Ooh, ultimate's coming in.
Yeah, Clapinators, he looks for something here, is going to be searching for the Killjoy, but then a nice ultimate pop also is going to be able to buy a little bit of time, buy a little bit of space here, as Drips, he's just looking for the picks, but doesn't end up finding Reyna either. Using the cam to try and scout out, but that gives Clapinators the go-ahead with that ultimate down as well. They haven't given up a kill just yet and aren't looking to. I want to swap over here to Clapinator, see if we can get any highlight plays from him, because they still need to decide where they're going. They got 22 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they're taking their sweet time, and unfortunately, they're sitting here now with a... Oh, mine 0?
It's got to be B. They have no time to rotate over. They have to be planting right now, and I'm not sure if they're going to be able to. Cypher, he doesn't have the peak available to him, and it is going to be the plant here. Instantly, Clapinator gets taken down by Drips, but now the defensive game is on.
Here they go. Drips, though, has the camera in there, is able to see kind of what everyone's doing, and I like that placement there. Look at that. He's able to see where all 4 of them are spread out.
Really high up there is going to be providing a lot of value to EGM as they try and make this push in, but the bomb is ticking. Dandysuit takes down Drips in the meantime. No kills found with the Reyna ultimate, but Valkyrie still finds one on the back end. Op responds. Aztec finds himself a kill up in heaven, and Clapinator finishes off the round with the kill onto Crazed as well. I love the way that Clapinators were able to play with the time there.
Yep, playing with the time got a little too scary there at the last bit, because I didn't think they'd be able to put that down, but they were able to. And then they're defensive, even with Drips in that camera placement. That was not able to really aid them, because they immediately got the drop on him when he tried to take advantage there. So good job. It looks like, from what I saw there, can you check real quick? I think the ultimate was used by Sage. Yeah, it does look like Sage did utilize that. Okay, yep, so that's down now. So yeah, worthwhile, very well. Good job, up by 2. 3 more to go, guys.
Yeah, and we'll see if Clapinators are able to close this out. That looked like a very clean round, but eventually we're going to be swapping back pretty soon. Clapinator finds himself 1 here. We'll see if they can come out as a team with an advantage from this round. 76 on Tally Ho as he gets chunked a little bit by the grenade, but Clapinator, he finds another kill and is going to be taken down himself. Crazed using the shotgun there, takes him down. I love me some shotguns.
I like the shotguns. I have heard, good job by Craze doing a drop down, but Reclaw is going to secure that kill. And they're all going to fight here in this tunnel, a little 2v2 action.
Cypher's still waiting around by B, though, wants to catch if we see Clapinators try and rotate away to find themselves an advantage instead. But I want to keep an eye on this Sage here. Let's see if we can find her. Tally Ho is going through ropes here, trying to find a way into A. But his predecessor going to be taken down. Aztecs going to be shot right in the face there after finding a kill himself. Makes this another 2v2. Is going to meet up with his buddy Omen, and we'll see if we can find a push here.
Does he have his teleport? Yeah, he does. Okay, and he utilizes it. Where does he go? Oh, right over there. That's insane.
All the way over to B. I like the bait and switch. They get Omen all the way over, and now it's going to be the defensive place from Sage because she doesn't have that same mobility.
Right? Not at all. Let's see what Danzy's able to do here. The bomb is down. He is picked up, though. They know exactly where he is.
That spy cam is going to be absolutely huge there and fails the jump up. Gets tagged with another spy cam dart, and it's just making this so hard for him. Tally Ho gets taken down as well, but it is a game of time here. Just needs to keep everybody off the spike for now and throws out the blind to try and ensure it. Blind is down on the spike. Blind drips, and now it's the game of the raise. Now Raze gets taken down through the blind, and Dandysuit, he comes up clutch. He finds another win for the side of Clapinators.
Yeah, that is all 100%. On Dandy there. That was just absolutely great play. As you said, he was playing for time. He was down by 1 because Tally Ho got dropped right before they finished that rotation. And then the 2 smokes and the ability to just be able to see one of them past the smokes and make that kill. Really great overall. Fantastic.
And it leaves Val crazed in the dust, right? Because he's like, oh no, I don't know what's happening. I'm blind, and also my only cover has been taken down, and the timer has been running really low for Clapinators here. But importantly, they've been able to clutch out these wins, get themselves a 3-point lead at this point, and we're getting close here. We need EGM to start picking up these rounds if we want to go into the future.
Well, absolutely. And it looks like just looking at everyone here, we do have this spike sitting here in mid. Going to see where it feels comfortable to go. Doesn't look like... Oh, here we go. We're going to get some fights. Clapinator here is looking up towards heaven. Let's see.
They should find Reyna soon enough here. If they just go down these ropes, they're going to get the pick there. And Quad,
there you go.
Down. That's a free pick. It's now what is it, 4v5 Clapinators. It's important to keep track of the numbers because a whole body there is going to be important, and it's another two whole bodies that drop. Clapinator and Dandy Suit clean up the rotations there, and now it looks like it's going to be a free plant potentially for Clapinators, and we need Cypher and Killjoy, both defensive in nature, to rotate over to this A point. And I don't know if they have the power to take it.
Spike planted.
No. I mean, they did lower a kill there, but I don't think they do. Yeah, sitting there with a Phantom Tally-Ho is... I love the Drip Saw camera there still. Are they really just not going to try anything here? You think they're going to hold off on...
Yeah, I think we just see really conservative play. They do grab themselves another kill, though, which is going to be important for the economy. But right now, even at this position in the points, 11-8, close to the end of the round, it looks like EGM, they want to play safe. They want to play with known variables. They don't want to be risking things, even if it feels like they need to. In their comfort zone seems to be when they know exactly how to control everything. And right now, it might cost them a bit.
Yeah, it definitely will. I mean,
Match
if that's
point.
like gonna give them maybe the 10th or the 11th round win, I would maybe understand doing that. But when it's gonna give them match point, I just don't agree with that tactic. I think you need to go in and try to secure as many kills as you can, get them down to the economy, as well as at least try to take that. Because at this point, if you're not taking any type of risks, and you're gonna give up match point, you have to get something for it. And I don't feel like they got enough there, just that one kill. But we'll see. At match point, guys, Clapinators could very well end it right here.
Yeah, Clapinator gets taken down, though, so this could be EGM looking to snowball that one kill into something else. Right now, it's still 3 committed over to A, though, and it looks like the push into mid is going to be what Clapinators are going for. They can go either way from here, and this is the really scary thing about if this push is successful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would like to see, we do have some ultimates that are open here for the defensive side. Omen does have them up, so does Cypher. So if they do get a kill, he can see a dead body, throw his little beautiful hat, and see where everyone's at. So we'll see if he's able to utilize that there. Oh, Quad. Good job there.
Yeah, Quad gets a kill and does spot out the Killjoy, does Drip Saw, so they know... I keep saying Drip Saw, I keep putting the A there, it just seems really cool, you know, like a... It seems like an edgy name for right now, and I keep wanting to give it over to him because he's been really, really impressive this game, but now we got the Reyna over here on the flank here, has the op as well as the ultimate, ends up disabling the tripwire, so they know that she is there and doesn't manage to take down Tensei, gets taken down himself. 25 seconds here. We need to make a push. If you're Clapinators, Reclaw gets a kill onto Tally-Ho, the one who's holding the spike. Spike going to be picked. Spike needs to be picked up.
Wow.
-0 gets taken down as well. EGM, they find themselves a defensive win.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're playing on holding off. Does work, but I just think if you're going to give up a win anyways, you need to get something more for it. But they do get a really good economy here. As you see, good buys coming across from everybody. I wonder if anyone's going to get anything for -0. It doesn't look like it, but Reclaw is sitting there on the op, and he's going to hold down a defensive position here on A long. So we'll see what he's able to do with it.
And yeah, I think that what it is, right, is, you know, even if they hold off there, I think that you're right. It is sort of an awkward play, but not because it can't work out, just because it speaks a little bit to a lack of respect or maybe a confidence of their own that they're going to be able to make this work. Right now, Val Crazed making it work onto Clapinator in the meantime. EGM at least demonstrating that for right now they got the fight to stay in this round, even though it's so close. And there's the defensive ultimate you talked about. Quad finds himself another kill as well, so it is just going to be 2 spotted out. Valcrazed finds another, and I'm going to keep my camera on this man, and it's just going to be 1 remaining as the grenade finds -0. Sage rotating around the back has the spike here, and we'll see if she spotted out or if we see a save here on the offensive side. Clapinators, they do have the option. They have just the 1 round that they need to win.
Yeah, I think she has a Phantom, right? So I really think overall they need to... This is where I would absolutely hold. It's very smart. No reason to go against 4. So definitely just kind of stay back. I don't even know if there's any rotation to try to hunt her out. Looks like everyone's just kind of staying in place here. So looks like it'll be a...
30 seconds left.
30-second wait game here. We'll see if Killjoy wants to kind of rush through and see if he can pick anyone up, but I would just wait. No reason to push this at all for anyone.
Yeah, and this is going to be, I think, another one of those signal things for the side of EGM. They like to play with the known quantities. They're not pushing for this kill because, as nice as it would be to shut down, you can't afford to give over the economy to Tallyho here.
Yep. Hold on. Looks like, I thought Viper was going to make a commitment there, but no, he's going to pick up and save a lot of his equipment. And I do like that there as well, so he's not going to have to rebuy into anything that he has there. So Drips there, he does have a lot of his options available. Here we go, guys. They were down, what was it, 8 to 12, 9 to 12? So it is pretty good here to see them come back. They do need 2 in a row to force an overtime. I don't know if they have it in them just because of what we've seen the Clapinator be able to do, but so far, so good. This is how you would do it.
Yeah, a nice micro touch there to close off the round. And right now, yeah, like as you said, it's going to be very much up to Clapinators to make this work, because otherwise we do go into that overtime that was predicted here, and they're making that mid push. Let's get our eyes on some of these players here as they are pushing hard into B here. Let's get our eyes on Killjoy, who looks like -0 actually on quite low health here, is going to drop down, drop the ultimate as well, force the push out of the other Killjoy, who Tensei gonna take down 2 here. Tallyho and Aztecs both dead. Reklaw finds himself another, and this is looking like a very one-sided round. Clapinators, they get completely taken down, don't even get a kill in response.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that hesitation during that fight, even though it looked kind of chaotic, when you drop 2 of those Killjoy ults, everyone's trying to figure out their position as well as, you know, who they're shooting at during that time. Because the last thing you want is to be caught in the middle of that, as you did see that enemy Killjoy, from the camera perspective, was able to get 3 folks. But just really, really good job overall there. Down by 1. Let me see the buys real quick here. Are they pretty much even? Oh man, we got Reclo on the op. We do got an op on the Clapinator as well. So this is just insane. Really good. Let's see if they can force an overtime.
Yeah, this is, ooh, peaks with the op right there. Clapinator, he wants to be able to find these kills, wants to be able to get them to a round win here. Right now, Bomb Buddy should spot him out. Fortunately, going to be peeled off. The move through sewers as well is an interesting one, just because it feels like the rotation hasn't yielded them enough fruit just yet, and instead they're defaulting over here to Aztecs, the ground that he has covered. This is that pressure move that we talked about from Clapinators at the beginning, just finding what ground they can sort of eke out their inches in, find out where nobody is, and even if it's just over that 50% line in their favor, they get themselves another push.
Yeah, but you did see the silhouette there up there in heaven. Drips is looking down with his camera. We'll see what he's able to do here. It looks like he did find a couple folks there. He tagged them. So they do know where a couple of them are. It looks like they're going to rotate now away from B, going towards the sewers to A. So we'll see if they're ready there on the defensive side to pick them up.
Yeah, now that Cypher has rotated all the way back to B, seeing everybody, there are only 2 remaining here on the side of EGM. Make that 1 as Aztecs Clap Squad coming up the ropes. And now only Omen remains. He might be able to find a cheeky kill here over the side. Is going to find 2 actually with the op. Makes that buy well worth it. But the plant still needs to come in from Clapinators, and Clapinator himself finding a kill right there is going to buy themselves a little bit of time. Needs to plant right now. The time is running down. Can he make it? Is going to get the plant just in time.
That was the closest they've messed with that timing. That was absolutely insane.
It's scary because the pressure's not off.
Killjoy's little turret there is going to come down. We do have someone on the ropes coming up here. That is Tensei. Ultimate.
He is going to be found out by Phoenix here, who's walking through. The ultimate ticking is going to mean that he takes him down, doesn't lose his life yet, but Tensei on the other side loses his, and is going to be taken down by Dandy Suit. Clapinators, they find the final round just in time, and they win.
Wow, that was close. You gotta give it.
Close game. I thought for sure we were going into overtime.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Garth, that did not go through for you there, but they were so close there. Because at the half, I think it was 11 or 12 to 8 overall when they started giving up that win to them to get them into that match point. So from match point forward, they played really well. because unfortunately, when you let them get that match point and you're already, needing 4 wins to force an overtime, it's really hard to justify how you're going to get there when all the enemy team needs is just 1 more, right? And you saw that's all they did. They pushed it through. They got it. Hats off though, Quad, Clapinator. They all played really well. A couple people from that first round that we noticed, like Reclaw and Val, they didn't step up as much in this secondary game, but kill distribution is pretty even across the board. So good job. Got to give it to the Clapinators. Thanks for letting me cast, guys. That was fun. Good job, all.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you, Wheelbarrow, and thank you for doing your first cast with me here. And yeah, it was really enjoyable to be able to watch this. Quad, of course, was able to really pick up the team. Clapinator as well. I think they're just players that deserve highlighting, and Drip, as much as I felt like he didn't necessarily pop off later in the game, did have a really, really nice early couple rounds where he looked very, very clean. So I was very happy to see these teams and very happy to see what was clean gameplay from both sides here. I'm going to pass it over to Psychonautic to see if he has any last words, but that is all from myself and Wheelbarrow. Thank you so much for joining us, and now Psychonautic, that's over to you.
Thank you so much, Diatropa and Wheelbarrow. You guys did phenomenal as always, and what a game we had there. Just back and forth. It was Enigma kind of running away with it at the beginning, but Clapinators rallying to themselves to match point. And just when it looked like it was over for Enigma, once again, they had lots of juice left in the tank, able to bring back a bunch of rounds, but not quite enough in the end. The Clapinators able to hold on to their lead. They're going to take that game. I believe, I'm not exactly sure where that clinches them in the playoff brackets, but they are definitely going to be well off. It might even be them clinching the first place. So well played to Clapinators there, guys. They did phenomenal. Kind of like it was I wouldn't say a solo stand-up solo performance from any player that game. Each player on each team holding their own. It was all about the teamwork and the coordination, which was great to see. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go on a short break here. Meanwhile, I will throw up your player of the game poll, so be sure to vote on that, and we will be back to announce that very shortly.
Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. Let's free fall. Let's free fall. Let's free fall. Let's free fall.
Welcome back to the analyst desk, guys. You guys voted. It was no other. It was no surprise. It was the Clapinator himself for the Clapinators on the Phoenix, 21-8-7. Just round after round, getting those massive first bloods, those huge picks, really allowing Clapinators to execute their game plans the way they wanted to. Once they had that initial pick, they used their numbers advantage so well. They kind of had a poke and prod strategy kind of going on there. Where they were seeing what information they could get pushing into either site's heaven, and if they were able to get picks or information that they wanted, then they could decide to just fully commit, rush on the site, get the spike down, and play that retake really well. It's great to see some good executed attacks on Split for a change. Usually we just see defensive standoffs, people holding angles endlessly on Split, and just round after round the defenders are the ones taking the wins, but not today. Clapinators and Enigma doing a great job executing game plans. Just some great team coordination, very good to see. Anyways, guys, that is it for us today. I'd like to give a big thank you to Diatropa. He did a phenomenal job casting today, especially for casting Valorant for the first time. So be sure to tell him just how good he did. I personally enjoyed it very much. Anyways, guys, I did want to quickly apologize for my absence last week. The paramedics told me it was just my body could not withstand the sheer amount of mid difference I was exerting. But I don't know. I guess I have to take their word for it. All jokes aside, guys, I'm okay. Happy to be back. Thank you guys for your patience. No one flame me for missing a week. But anyways, guys, be sure to check out the YouTube channel. You can find VODs of all of our stream games about 24 hours after they're completed. You can also check out our website for all kinds of cool merch. I can link the command for you guys there. Anyways, hope you have a great rest of your evening. That's it for me, Psychonautic, and the rest of the LAS, or Legends Esports casting team. I'll see you guys later.